score is not indicative of the type game it was. It was a blowout. They blew us out early in the second half. Coach Moore took his starters out and got some energy in there from the second unit that day. And to our credit, we did make a run at them, and we made the score look better. But make no mistake about it, it was an old-fashioned took us out behind the woodshed up there.
Well, and that's been the pattern for this team all year. They just have not played well on the road. Now, the good news is we have played well at home, and we're here in the Lumpkin Center on Herbert Green Court once again. And Coach Moore in the pregame mentioned the fast start. I think that is imperative here tonight that we get off to a quick start.
Well, we had, let me give you those standings in the West. It's just incredible, really, as CSU is 9-6, tied with Montevallo 9-6. Montevallo is at home tonight against Georgia College, and they're an hour behind us, of course, so they're not even scheduled to tip until 8:30 and probably will be later than that. North Georgia is in third place, and they are a half game out of first place. And North Georgia tonight is at home against Georgia Southwestern. Georgia College, who beat us on Monday night in Milledgeville, is 7-6, so they're tied in the loss column as well. As we told you, they're at Montevallo. Young Harris 7-7, as they've hit a skid lately, but they're still just a game back in the loss column at fifth. And then Clayton State the same, 7-7, one game back in the loss column. And then there's Georgia Southwestern in last place, and heck, they're only 3 games out.
Well, of all those teams, there's really only one team that you look at and you say, well, they're in some trouble, and that's Georgia Southwestern. The rest of the team are unbelievably motivated. You know, this Clayton team, 7-7, right in the mix, and they played at North, I believe they played North Georgia the other night, and absolutely just put it on them. What was it? I'm looking for that score. I mean, they just absolutely blew them out.
Yeah, they don't have it on this sheet, but they did. They just blew them out.
They just romped them. I was checking the scores, and I mean, Clayton was just absolutely pounded them. And the player to watch tonight, Scott, for Clayton State is Alfonso Davis. He's an outstanding player. He may not be the best player in the league, but matchup-wise, he is an absolute nightmare. He goes 6'8", 225 pounds. And you really don't know who to put on him and guard him. So I will have my eye on him tonight.
I tell you, another impressive athlete out there as well is Jamani Bird, 6'6", 235 out of Douglasville, Georgia. And he was very athletic against us up there. And they come out all in blue, trimmed in white. The Cougars are in white tonight. They'll go to the basket to your right as you look at the computer screen, your radio, your smartphone, iHeartRadio. Follow the Cougars wherever you go on iHeartRadio. Arvin Kamaj will get set to jump it against Alfonso Davis. And we got to keep Arvin in the game tonight and keep him away from fouls because the matchup is tough for us anyway. The official is ready, and the tap is controlled by Arvin, and we are underway here at Herbert Green Court. Ja'Cory Payne, Marcus Dixon. Up top, Ryan Burnett. Drives, shot off the glass, good.
Well, a good decision from Ryan Burnett. Do not take the three, get it all the way to the rim. 2-0 CSU.
Cougars, by the way, wearing pink socks tonight because of Breast Cancer Awareness Night. Coach Moore's got the pink tie on there. Coach Persian Williams, pink shirt. Coach Chris Reedy with a pink tie. There's a basket for 2 on the right wing. Good.
Yep, that's Alfonso Davis. Left him all alone from 15 feet, and he drained it.
So it's 2-2. And we've got pink headbands tonight, too, by the way. Ryan Burnett, jumper on the baseline, no good. Marcus Dixon saved a rebound to Ja'Cory Payne. Marcus hustling to get that rebound. Arvin between the circles. Darius Joel, Ja'Cory, DJ for 3. Up top, no at the shot clock buzzer, but Arvin tipped a rebound out to Ja'Cory. And we'll get a fresh clock. Ja'Cory at the head of the key, drives down, kicks it to Ryan Burnett for 3 on the wing. Good!
Well, I hesitate every time he lets one go, but he got that one to go, and he has all 5 CSU points early.
So a great start by the graduate student out of Richmond, Virginia, Ryan Burnett. 5, Clayton State 2. Davis a drive. Arbin blocked the shot. Davis got it back, and Arbin knocked it out of bounds.
Well, Arbin active early, getting an offensive rebound on the other end and doing a nice job against Davis that time, avoiding the foul.
All right, on the baseline to the right of the basket. They get it in up to Big Davis. Kyle Kinsey behind the arc on the right wing. Down the left side of the lane, off the glass, good. An impressive drive by Maurice White.
Well, it really was, and that's what Clayton likes to do. They like to attack the basket. They're not a very good perimeter shooting team, but love to get to the rim.
Darius Joel up top left side. Arbin, long two, good from the left wing.
And Alfonso Davis kind of shaking his head like, what was that? About a fadeaway 19-footer.
Davis in the backcourt. Get it over to Kinsey, still in the backcourt. And that's a 10-second violation. The pressure paid off.
Yes, it did. Clayton State having all kinds of problems getting that ball across half court. Nice job by CSU.
It was Bird and Kinsey back there, and we wouldn't let him get it across in time. All right, DJ gets it to Marcus Dixon. Ryan Burnett off to a hot start. He's got the ball way out. Up top, Arbin gives it back to Ryan, goes to the hoop, drew the foul off the glass, good, and he's fouled, count the bucket.
Well, how about that two-man game right there? Both post guys, I guess you could classify Ryan Burnett as a three-man, but that time getting the feed from Arbin. And about Ryan Burnett, 7 points already.
Jamani Bird picked up the foul, and Ryan's free throw rattled out, no good. Rebound goes to the Lakers. So Ryan Burnett off to the great start. 7 of our first 9 points. Good start for the Cougars, 9-4. Behind the arc on the left side, there's Davis down on the baseline. He reverses it outside. Up top for 3, good. That's Kinsey.
Well, Kinsey, his shot is reminiscent of Phil Necro's knuckleball, and that one went in.
Arbin for 3, right wing, good. Arbin Kamaz, the senior out of Detroit with a long ball.
Well, when he does that, he's so dangerous because he stretches the defense.
12-7 CSU. We double team Davis. He flips through the double team and gets it to Benneman. A long 2, good.
Well, I made the comment that they're not a good perimeter shooting team, and their first 2 perimeter jumpers have found the bottom of the basket.
12-9 CSU. 16:34 to play in the first half. Arbin Kamaj drives to the baseline, spins, little jump hook is no good, and the rebound goes to Davis, but Marcus Dixon reaches in and ties him up. The arrow belongs to the Lakers.
And Marcus Dixon really good at that. He's always active when that ball's up on the rim.
And Big Davis in the backcourt. DJ knocked the ball away on the pass. Kinsey got it, though, and got it into the front court. He's in trouble. Ryan Burnett stole it, but he threw it right back to Davis. Gets it into the front court, a drive in the paint, and a nice layup good by Maurice White.
Well, a heck of a move by White, and we had possession there. Mistake, Ryan Burnett.
12-11, CSU on top. DJ down the left side of the lane, spins, shoots, misses, backside rebound, ripped away and into the hands of Benneman. So the Lakers with a chance to take a lead. Bounce down low to Big Davis. He fumbled it out of bounds, though, with Arbin playing defense behind him. Media timeout, 15:37 on the clock in the first half. CSU leads at 12-11. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Consider the cup holder. There's probably one feeling.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
12-11 CSU.
And Scott, we played just over 4 minutes, and guess what? Arbor Kamaj, no fouls and 5 points. That's good news.
Good news indeed.
You know, you wonder, is tonight the night that we can get maybe 30, 35 minutes out of him, and it'd be nice to see what he can do with that many minutes.
Well, it sure would here, because his shooting percentage here is just absolutely through the roof at home.
He's doing a good job on Davis early.
Head of the key, Darius Joel, DJ to Marcus Dixon, drives down to the right side. Davis strips it away and out of bounds. Still belongs to CSU. 11 on the shot clock. Jacory baseline left of the basket, gets it into Arbin. 10 on the shot clock. Ryan Burnett up top for three, short. Rebound Marcus Dixon though, and out to Jacory Payne.
And Jacory Payne, no shots so far.
And John Lambert and Vic Ellis go to the scorers table. Jacory down the left side of the lane. A runner is no good. Long rebound on the wing goes to Clayton. Big Davis in the lane, and he's fouled by Arbin. Look out. Arbin comes up limping, holding his knee as Davis rolled into him. My goodness, we don't need that.
Well, Clayton out on the break that time, getting the ball to Davis. Arbin really had no choice but to foul that time to prevent the easy basket, and you hope he's okay.
He's holding that left knee of his. Davis will shoot a couple. The first one is good. And Arbin will limp out of the game, and Michael Graham comes in for him. Also John Lambert and Vic Ellis. And Josh, our trainer, is going to take a look at Arbin's. I believe he was holding his knee, but now they're looking at, yeah, still the knee area.
Yeah, I guess I spoke too soon about the 30 minutes.
The free throw by Davis is good, and the Lakers have taken the 13-12 lead. So our fine trainer, Josh Remy, hopefully will get Arbin fixed up and back in the game. Here's Vic Ellis behind the arc on the left side. Jacory for three, no good. Marcus Dixon fighting for a rebound, but can't quite grab it. Lakers save it. Now Marcus comes up hurt on the far end. There's a jumper outside the lane, good by Kinsey. He's got 5, and Marcus Dixon took a blow in the backcourt, and he has to come out of the ball game, holding his, oh my goodness, holding his left arm, and he is in a lot of pain, holding the shoulder area. I mean, he's in a tremendous amount of pain, Mike.
Yes, he is, and what a disaster. Our two post guys, both on the bench, hurt early in the first.
My goodness. Michael Graham, head of the key. John Lambert, Jacory for three, no good. Backside rebound, Davis.
And not a good sign there. Jacory off here early with the jumper.
And the Lakers with it. Free throw line jumper is good. That's 6 points for White. 17-12. Clayton State, 13:52 to play in the half. Marcus Dixon goes to the end of the bench. And Josh is looking at him there. Foul on Clayton State.
And I tell you, Scott, early Clayton looks awfully good. They look like a team that has found their stride. They are shooting the ball extremely well.
They are so athletic, and if they shoot the ball like this, we will really have our hands full tonight.
Yeah, we're going to have to play at a very high level to keep up with them.
Vic Ellis, Michael Graham ahead of the key. John Lambert pulls a three and misses it. Rebound goes to Clayton State. Marcus Dixon holding his left shoulder on the bench, still in some pain. Driving down the right side of the lane. Whistle and a foul on CSU. And Marcus is going to head to the training room. His left arm, he's holding it straight down by his body and not moving it as he heads down the tunnel.
Yeah, the scary thing there is the shoulder. You just wonder if maybe it popped out a sock, popped out a joint, and that would not be good.
Kinsey's free throw is good, and it's 18-12. Yeah, hopefully if the shoulder did pop out, sometimes you could pop that thing right back in, and believe it or not, you feel okay, relatively speaking, after that. The free throw is no good, but they grab a rebound. Davis gets Michael Graham on top of him, and the foul on CSU. And Arbin Kamaj has to go to the scorer's table, and he's limping back into the game himself.
Well, and you saw it right there on that free throw, Scott, off of the Clayton miss. You know, when you have your two post guys sitting over there on the bench, you know, Clayton takes advantage, gets an offensive rebound.
And 3 fouls on the Cougars. Well, we got to get Ja'Cory Payne going now, even more obviously. They take the ball into Davis inside, and he lays it up and in.
You give Alphonso Davis the ball right there, you are not going to stop, and 6 points for him.
And it's 20-12, Clayton State. John Lambert on the arc, kicks it on the wing. Vic Ellis for 3, no good long, but rebound goes to the Lakers. A run out and a layup, good by Powell. 22-12, and timeout is going to be called by CSU. And I would imagine it's a 30, so we will hold it right here. So let me just reset what's going on here. Arvin Kamaj, one of our post players, banged his knee early. He had to come out. He's back in limping. But Marcus Dixon, the more serious injury, is hurt, appears to be his left shoulder. He has been taken to the training room. He was holding his arm straight down, indicative of not being able to move that shoulder.
And on top of that, with those two guys out, it's just so important that CSU make shots, and we're not making shots right now. And this game has gotten ugly here early, down 10.
Let's see if I can look at, yeah, we're just 5 of 15, 33%. Clayton State 9 of 10.
9 of 10. And the shots for CSU, we're used to seeing those shots go in this building, not happening so far tonight.
All right, into the front court is Powell. Powell at the head of the key. Powell to the baseline, kicks it into the corner for 3. Air ball long into the hands of Arvin. Gets it to John Lambert. John into the front court, behind the arc on the left side. John off a high screen. They switch on it. Arvin Kamaj intended for Graham in the paint. Stepped in and intercepted by Maurice White.
And those types of passes against a team like Clayton do not work. They are just too quick.
Behind the arc on the left side is Benneman slashing into the paint, and they fumble it away and out of bounds. Turnover.
Well, a little out of control by Clayton State that time, and they fumbled it out of bounds. Gonna have to find some offense from somewhere, Scott. We're 8 minutes into this game, and CSU just 12 points.
And the big concern, Marcus Dixon's health. Up top is Vic Ellis. Arvin Kamaj between the circles. Ja'Cory. John Lambert back to Ja'Cory on the arc up top. Ja'Cory, they push him out. Vic Ellis, left wing. Arvin Kamaj drives the baseline. Reverse layup, no. Ryan Burnett trying to keep a rebound alive, and a rebounding foul on Clayton State. That's good hustle by Ryan Burnett that time. And that'll get us to a media timeout. 11:38 to play in the first half. 22-12 Clayton State, flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
The CSU Cougars play here.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us!
Well, it appears that Marcus Dixon is done for the night. That was the initial sign from Josh, our trainer. He's got an ice bag on his left shoulder, with the warm-up on top, and he's got it strapped on. Mike, he could barely get his warm-up on.
Yeah, you can tell he's just in way too much pain. Just hope it's not too serious, and we miss him on the boards, no doubt about it.
Ryan Burnett couldn't get the ball in, so the Cougars are going to have to call timeout, second timeout, and this is a real danger zone right here with the emotional loss of Marcus Dixon, and then the 10-point hole that you're in right now. This team has been a guard-driven team, and those guards better start driving or we're going to be in serious trouble.
Well, so far with 11:38 on the clock, all of CSU's points, the 12 points we have come from Ryan Burnett and Arbin Kamaj, and that's just not the formula for this team to win games. So Jacory and Darius need to get it going. You know, think about Marcus Dixon. I mean, he averaged 11 rebounds a game. You take that away, that's not good.
Oh, my goodness. Worst case scenario. John Lambert down in the left corner. Up top is DJ. Darius bounce pass to Arbin. Spins outside of the lane. Good.
And that's where we're going to have to go. These guards for Clayton really getting after our guards and going to have to throw that ball down inside. Nice play by Arbin.
And it's 22-14. Clayton with the ball behind the arc on the left side. That's Benneman at the head of the key. And we're going to have to just play great defense all night now. There's Davis with a shot outside the lane. No good. And the rebound goes to DJ. John Lambert, jumper outside of the lane. No good. And the rebound goes into Arbin Kamaj, and he puts it up and in.
Well, a great save by CSU, and Arbin and Ryan Burnett doing all the work for CSU.
22-16. Nathan Powell, baseline. Up top, head of the key for three. Shot it long. They get a long rebound. Taylor does. Taylor will get it over to Benneman. Near the midcourt line. DJ is on him. Head of the key is Powell. Powell bounce pass down low to Taylor. He misses it, but there's Davis to clean it up and put it in.
Well, that's where Davis is so dangerous. You just have to keep a body on him at all times. Arbin did not. Two more for Alfonso Davis.
And 24-16, 9:57. There's Arbin for three, no good. Backside rebound deflected into the hands of Taylor. He almost lost it out of bounds, but he didn't. And driving into the paint in a spin. The shot is up, no good, and the rebound goes to Darius Joel. DJ into the front court, gets it to Jacory Payne. He kicks it on the wing. Lambert for three, yes!
Well, the second three of the night for CSU, and that's a big one to cut the lead to 5.
And into the front court. At the head of the key, Taylor down the left side of the lane. He puts it up good.
Well, and Arbin did really all he could there. Put his hands up, wanted to avoid the foul.
Stephen Williams, the sports information director, just gave us the official word from Josh Remy. And Marcus Dixon, as we thought, is done for the night. It's left shoulder, and they won't know the full extent until tomorrow. 26-19, Clayton State. Ryan Burnett, shot fake, dribbles in, shoots, misses. Backside rebound goes to the Lakers. Into the front court, down the left side of the lane. Shot is up, and it fell off the rim, and the rebound goes to Arbin Kamaj. And a long pass out to Jacory Payne. Layup good.
Well, that's a really great play by Arbin Kamaj. You know, against this Clayton team, they're really tough in the half court, need to get some transition baskets.
And a timeout called by Clayton State, a 30-second timeout, so we'll hold it right here.
And you can really see, Scott, the athleticism from Clayton State. Our guards having a really tough time, and we really hadn't seen that in this building. Darius and Jacory have really kind of had their way with just about every team that's come in here, but Clayton, a very athletic bunch, giving guards all kinds of problems.
All right, 26-21. The Cougars have clawed back. We were down 22-12. Well, now we just have to have a mental reset, Mike. Marcus is not going to be with us the rest of the night. We know that. We got to reset and get past that. And it looks like maybe we're past that initial shock of that moment.
I would say so. And sometimes, Scott, it's better to know that. You know he's out. You know what the rotation has to be going forward.
All right. Here's Benneman behind the arc on the right side. Benneman down in the corner, an open three. Good. Drained it. Scott.
Well, when Clayton's making threes, it's scary because you have such athletic players. Nice shot from Scott.
Arvin Kamaj, baseline against Taylor. He spins, he gets him in the air. Arvin loses the ball. It's on the floor. He falls down on it, and the held ball, the arrow belongs to CSU.
Well, a double team that time on Arvin, and really Clayton did a nice job of tying him up.
And John Lambert, the trigger man on the baseline to the left of the basket. We got a great crowd in here tonight. Lady Cougars won earlier, a big night for them for a lot of reasons. 169 clinched the #1 seed in the West.
And you mentioned the crowd, Scott. When you get a big crowd in here, you want to play well. You want to give them a reason to come back.
All right. John, baseline, left of the basket, gets it into Jamal McKee. Up to Arvin Kamaj, Ja'Cory Payne, John Lambert head of the key for three. Good again.
Well, it's nice to see him go back to him. He had just made one from the corner, now one from the top of the key.
29-24, Clayton State. Down the middle of the lane, a little fingertip roll. No, they missed it. Taylor missed the putback, and Jamal McKee ripped the rebound away. So here's DJ into the front court. Darius down the left side of the lane, puts the shot up off the glass. Good.
Boy, that is a great shot by Darius Joel. It's really good defense from Clayton, kind of forced it up there.
And we've cut their 10-point lead down to 3 now. 7:23 to go in the first half. So we've survived that first blitzkrieg. Behind the arc on the left side, there's Taylor on the baseline. He tosses it back up to Benneman. Benneman at the head of the key to Kinsey for 3. No, but a foul. And he'll shoot 3.
And that's one as a coach that just drives you crazy. That shot from Kinsey had no chance of going in, so a mistake by Darius Joel.
All right, that'll get us to the media timeout. 29-26, Clayton State, flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Columbus State.
Choosing the right college can be a challenge. Does it offer degrees suited to your career goals? Are emerging fields of study more your interest, like cybersecurity, gaming, or environmental science? What about extracurricular activities, such as campus life, study abroad, or honors? Are scholarships and financial assistance available? Columbus State University has always been one of the most affordable colleges in Georgia. Now it's also one of the fastest growing. When you ask the right questions, you'll find out why CSU should be your first choice.
WDAK. 29-26, Clayton State.
Yeah, CSU after starting 5 of 15, 6 of 10 since. Clayton started 9 of 10. They are now 12 of 21, so making progress here, only down 3.
And the big news so far is not good. It's Marcus Dixon is done for the night with a shoulder injury. Our best rebounder, one of the best rebounders in the league. The free throw by Kinsey is good. And it's 30-26. And this one is no good. Shooting 3. And the third one is on the way. No good. Missed 2 of 3. Rebound Arvin Kamaj.
So the mistake only cost CSU 1 point that time. Good to see that.
DJ says thank you very much. He's got the ball now down the right side of the lane, driving to the baseline, puts the shot up, off the glass, good.
Man, that's two just incredible shots from Darius. Clayton doing a good job staying in front, but Darius making tough shots.
We were down by 10, now we're down by 2 with 6:39 to go in the first half. Benneman up top, outside of the lane. There's Scott for three, no good up top. Rebound tapped out by Arvin Kamaj into the hands of Vic Ellis to Jamal McKee. He pulls a three and makes it.
Well, I wasn't sure about the shot, but Jamal McKee was, and bottoms.
And the Cougars have come all the way back to take the lead. This thing could have gotten out of hand very easily, Mike.
Yes, it could, and credit CSU for having some fight and coming back.
Down the left side of the lane, off the glass, missed it. They get a rebound on the backside and put it up and in and clean it up, Maurice White.
Yeah, and that's one of those Marcus Dixon plays right there. If he's in there, he probably grabs that one.
32-31, Clayton State. John Lambert a long three on the wing. No, Arvin had a rebound. They knocked it out of his hands. Scott gets it into Maurice White. We get back on defense, and they pull it out. Behind the arc on the right side is Benneman. Benneman picks up the dribble, gets it to Kinsey. Down in the corner, Scott puts it on the floor, drives into the paint, kicks it out to Benneman. Kinsey a long two, baseline, no good. White with the rebound, up, good, and he's fouled. The basket counts.
Well, and that's, you know, and I hate to keep bringing this up, but that's another play where when you have a guy that averages 11 rebounds, more times than not, he's going to come down with that. So that's something we're going to have to watch the rest of the night.
Second foul on Vic.
And it really couldn't happen in a worse game, Scott. I mean, you look at Clayton, all their players are long and athletic, and that's when you need your rebounders the most.
All right, Vic goes out with the two fouls. Marcus Boyd comes in. And Maurice White trying to complete the three-point play, and he does not. Jamal McKee grabs the rebound. Well, they've helped us out by missing 3 free throws here in the last 30 seconds. Darius Joel down the left side of the lane. Fadeaway shot is up, no good. Rebound stuck between the basket and the iron as Ryan Burnett tipped it up there, and the arrow is going to belong to Clayton State.
Well, Clayton State's guard once again doing a great job staying in front of Darius, and Darius couldn't get that one to go.
All right, backcourt is Kyle Kinsey. 5 minutes to go in the half, 34-31, Clayton State. Kyle Kinsey near the jump circle. Kinsey spins it around on the right wing. A long two, short corner jumper, Maurice White, no good. Backside rebound, Ryan Burnett. Ryan in the front court gives us to Darius Joel in the jump circle. Play instructions from Coach Robert Moore. Jamal McKee, Arvin Kamaj up top. Marcus Boyd way out, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Bad pass, Davis has it, gets it over to Benneman, layup good.
Boy, they look really impressive. When they get out running like that, they are scary. Good pass from Davis.
And 36-31, Clayton State, 4:13 to play in the first half. DJ drives, and an offensive foul called on Darius Joel.
And the one thing I've seen so far, Scott, is our guards, Darius and Jacory, they cannot get by Clayton's guards, and that is something we're just not used to seeing that. Those Clayton guards are quick, and they're strong, and they're doing a really good job on Jacory and Darius.
As you mentioned, too, they're also long, and that is the type team that gives us trouble.
Yes, it is. Just tough guys to play against.
Behind the arc on the right side is Powell. Benneman, a long three up top, good.
Wow.
39-31. Jacory Payne, I mean, he was way out there on that one. Jacory at the head of the key, kicks it to Marcus Boyd for three. No, backside rebound, Davis. Outlet pass to Kinsey. Kinsey driving to the hoop, lost the handle, got it back, tried to save it. It's knocked out of bounds by Ryan Burnett. That'll get us to the media timeout. 3:27 to play in the first half, 39-31 Clayton State. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WGAK.
Lakers are on a 9-0 run. They lead by 8, and they've got the ball. 3:27 left in the first half. Kinsey baseline to the right of his basket. And he's having some trouble getting it in, and now it's a Powell way out on the right wing. Powell gets it over to Kinsey. Powell behind the arc on the right side up top, drives into the key. White jumper outside the lane, no good. Strong rebound, Marcus Boyd, and a foul on Clayton State on Kinsey. That got a little physical in there.
It did get a little physical in there. The thing that shocks me about Clayton, Scott, is they don't really look for Davis. He is a really good player. Only had 5 shots here in the first half.
Yeah, I'm surprised like you that they don't try to pound it down into him more against us here. Ja'Cory behind the arc on the right side, and it's knocked away and stolen by Benneman. Benneman just picked his pocket. Into the front court. 2:49 to go in the half. Clayton State leading at 39-31. I think this is one of those danger zones right here.
Yeah, it really is.
Benneman up top, free throw line, in the lane, short jumper good.
Well, Arbin just kind of let him go right there and gave him an easy look from about 14 feet. All of a sudden, we find ourselves down 10 again.
An 11-0 run by the Lakers. Still 2:25 to go in the half, so we need a good, strong finish here. Darius Joel way out on the right side. Arbin down the right side of the lane. They knock it away. He got it back. That little jump hook is good.
Oh, it is, man. He is so good at that shot.
41-33 Clayton State. 2:06. There's the ball to Davis down low, and as he was cutting to the basket, he was fouled, missed the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Well, I hope they don't wise up and do too much of that.
Well, I was going to say they found him that time against the CSU zone, and Ryan Burnett a step late.
And he took the freight train slamming into him.
Yeah, Alfonso Davis, big guy. I said 6'8", 225.
He's shooting 2. And the free throw is in and out, no good. He shoots the free throw with 2 hands, Mike.
Yes, he does. Interesting style, but you mentioned the free throws, a problem for Clayton here in the first half. We know of 4 that they've missed. They come in shooting just over 60%.
They are, by my count, 4 of 8. Crowd making noise, trying to get him to miss again. Up, and he drained that one. 42-33 Clayton State. 2 minutes to go in the first half. We've lost Marcus Dixon for the night to a shoulder injury. As Jamal McKee on the left wing driving in, put the shot up, no good. Strong rebound by Ryan Burnett. He forces one up, no, and the rebound goes to Clayton State. Boy, a lot of contact down there.
A lot of contact. Really kind of a tough break. Ryan did a good job getting that rebound, just could not get the follow to go.
Benneman to Kinsey. Down in the right corner, Powell. Powell puts it on the floor, drives into the paint, kicks it into the corner. Kinsey to the left elbow. Taylor drives the baseline. Reverse layup. Arbin Kamaj blocked the shot. We get it out to Ja'Cory Payne. Jacory drives into the paint, off the glass, short, and Jamal McKee lost the rebound out of bounds.
And the problems continue for Jacory. Just 2 points in the first half, and he's just having a problem getting all the way to the basket. Credit Clayton with good defense.
He put that one up short. Kinsey in the backcourt, 42-33, Clayton State, 1:11 left in the first half. John Lambert guarding Kinsey as he makes it into the front court right in front of us. 17 seconds on the shot clock. They're running a little clock. Kinsey, they set a high screen for him. He kicks it on the wing. Powell, shot fake, drives the baseline, dishes it off to Taylor, who lays it up and in.
Well, that's a great play by Powell. He didn't want to shoot that ball. Took 2 dribbles, nice bounce pass. CSU down 11.
42 seconds left in the half. Jacory Payne drives to the hoop and draws the foul. That's just the 5th foul on the Lakers.
I'll tell you what, Scott, they've done a really good job playing defense without fouling. I mean, all of their guards very strong, very quick. That's really the first time Jacory's made any progress at all.
Jacory gets it into Arvin Kamaj. Back to Jacory. Left corner for 3. Short. Rebound Clayton State with 28 seconds. The shot clock is off. Benneman, their coach, says pull it out. Kinsey, 21 seconds left in the first half. 44-33 Clayton State lead. 17 seconds. The shot clock is off. Kinsey holding it with 10 seconds near the jump circle. Starts it with 9 seconds. Drives out. Picks it up. Benneman for 3. Good. With 1 second, and there's the end of the half. A crushing 3-point field goal by Benneman of Clayton State, and a 47-33 halftime lead.
Well, you have to give Clayton a lot of credit. They outplayed us in that half. We had Marcus Dixon out. That last possession was very impressive, Scott. They ran the clock down, ran a set play for Benneman, and he drilled it.
They are a very good team. The Cougars are in trouble because of the injury, and somebody's got to step up in the second half.
Well, not only are they in trouble with the injuries, but the trouble to me is our guards they just can't get in the lane. You know, Darius and Jacory used to have in their way tonight, not happening.
All right, we're at the half, 47-33 Clayton State, and we'll be back with the halftime report. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
The
47-33 Clayton State. The Cougars leading rebounder and the top rebounder in the conference. Marcus Dixon, a severe shoulder injury. We don't know the extent of it. We won't until tomorrow, but that happened fairly early in the first half, and he was done for the night at that point. And so it's an uphill climb for a lot of reasons.
Well, it is, and this team, so guard dependent, but we depended on Marcus so much to grab rebounds, and without him, like you said, it's going to be an uphill battle. It's important we get back in this thing early. We need to make this a game, make Clayton sweat a little bit.
And the Cougars will have the ball first. There's no question that we've played so well here at home. We are capable of getting our guards going and getting back in this thing, but let's see what happens. Ja'Cory Payne driving from the left wing. Ball knocked away and saved by Vic Ellis down in the corner. Back to Ja'Cory. He slices through the traffic, puts it up good.
And even that shot was contested. A very difficult shot that time, but Ja'Cory got it to go. Good start.
47-35. CSU trailing. Maurice White, a jumper in the lane, is no good. They got a rebound, missed the putback though, and a rebounding foul on CSU.
CSU going to have to figure out a way to go up and get defensive rebounds.
And that's 3 fouls. Oh, 3 fouls on Vic Ellis. And look at this, Mike. Marcus Dixon is going to the scorer's table.
Very, very surprising.
Marcus Dixon is at the scorer's table. Free throw is up and good. Marcus doing his Willis Reed impression, coming back into the ball game. What's the deal, Steve?
Josh Remy working a little miracles there in the training room. Good treatment session, they said.
Said a good treatment session at the half, and well, let's see if Josh is a miracle worker. How about that? Free throw is good. And it is 49-35. Well, that's got to be a big emotional boost right there.
Yes, it does. We'll see how effective he is.
We were told he was done, and they thought he was done for the night. Marcus in the paint, kicking it out to Ryan Burnett at the head of the key. Ryan, right elbow jumper, good.
Boy, that was really pretty. Shot had good rotation on it.
49-37, back the other way. Maurice White all the way, laying it up good.
That's really Clayton State's game, just getting that ball up the court as quick as possible.
51-37, Arvin Kamaj. Up top, Darius Joel. DJ driving in from the wing, blowing by everybody, and he missed it. But there's Marcus with a rebound. They knocked the ball out of his hand, and we touch it last. It belongs to Clayton State.
Well, the good news is Marcus was able to go up and get the rebound, but you can tell, Scott. He is not even close to 100%. Couldn't get the ball back up on the rim there.
He is trying to gut it out here. He did not come back out with the team. I thought we'd see him again in street clothes, but no, he's back out there and he's giving it a shot. Behind the arc on the left side, up top at the head of the key. A bunch of young people had no idea what I said when a Willis Reed moment mentioned there a moment ago when he came back out. Ball knocked away by Ja'Cory into the hands of DJ. 2-on-2. Ja'Cory pulls a three. It's in and out, no good. And then Marcus lost a rebound out of bounds.
Well, a very good look that time for Ja'Cory Payne, and just having a tough night. And Scott, I was trying to think of the guy, and you said it, so thank you. About Willis Reed.
New York Knicks in the playoffs, just limping back out of the locker room when they thought they wouldn't be able to play. Here's Davis into the front court. Davis kicks it on the wing. And a drive into the paint. Maurice White gets a shot up good and a foul. The basket counts. Man, their guards are so strong.
They really are. And strength was what that shot was all about. He took a lot of contact. I don't see how he got the ball up there. Not only did he get it up there, he got it to go in.
Foul was on Darius Joel. 53-37. That's 3 on DJ. And the free throw is good. 54-37. 17:41. We've got to get somebody to ignite us, and we've got a foul away from the basketball on Jamani Bird. And he has a very puzzled look on his face, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Palms up like Mr. Ref. What was that all about? But,
and that's 3 fouls on him. So
a little shoving match with Ryan Burnett.
So they lose one of their athletes, the 3 fouls, and we throw the ball away. Taylor, and they get it down. It's knocked out of Maurice White's hands and still belongs to Clayton State.
Oh, good job by CSU tapping that ball away. I tell you, Scott, Clayton, they will run at every opportunity. I mean, they are flying up and down the court.
All right, on the baseline to the left of the basket, they get it into Kinsey. Davis in the key for 3 on the right wing, no good. Rebound, Taylor tipped it to Maurice White. Marcus Dixon is giving it an unbelievable try, but you can tell he's playing with one arm. Bounce pass to Davis, jump hook against Marcus, good.
Yep, nothing Marcus could do there. Dixon got that ball inside and just a mismatch.
56-37, 17 minutes to play. Jacory down the right side of the lane, stripped away from him. Taylor 2-on-2, rather that's White. He lost the handle on it, and it's going to go out of bounds.
And that time, Maurice White was fouled by his own player. And he ran into his teammate, and the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, he got clipped by Kinsey that time, so that's a break for CSU, and we'll need all of those we can get because it's 56-37 with 16:49 to play. There's still time, but
But it feels like Clayton's in complete control of this game.
It really does, and they are.
Yes, they are. They have outplayed CSU badly.
John Lambert up top. John left elbow, picks up the dribbles, in trouble, kicks it out to Jacory Payne. 9 on the shot clock. Jacory drives. Arbin, free throw line jumper, spun out on him. Taylor grabbed a rebound.
And we need every one of those to go in.
All right, Maurice White. Up top, Taylor. He gets it to Nairn. Kinsey down in the right corner. Kinsey drives to the free throw line, kicks it to White. He drives, and a foul on CSU's John Lambert.
And you know, Scott, Clayton State comes in 12-11, but I have to tell you, of all the teams in the Peach Belt, this may be the worst matchup for CSU.
You're exactly right because of their power inside and their strong guards. And they're having trouble getting it in, and now they do. Way out on the left wing. Nairn, head of the key. Ball is knocked away. It's loose, but he got it back. John Lambert knocked it away, but he got it back. Maurice White driving in from the wing, off the glass. Good. And he's fouled. The basket counts. He is just so strong.
He is. He's 6'4", 200 pounds, being guarded by Jacory. And that, you know, is just a mismatch. And Maurice White taking advantage of his strength. And he's having a big night, 19 points.
And that'll get us to a media timeout. 15:47 to play. All Clayton State right now, 58-37. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
.21 with 15:47 to play.
And Clayton State has dictated really from the outset how this game has was going to be played. They have used their quickness, their strength, and are just all over CSU right now.
And White will go to the line. This is the most impressive performance I've seen this year.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, CSU really has kind of controlled just about every game here at home, but not tonight. So I agree 100%, Scott. Clayton State, very, very impressive.
Free throw is no good. We'll need all of that help we can get. They have missed some free throws. CSU with the rebound. Ryan Burnett takes it to the hoop. It's blocked. Goaltending, though. Blocked by Davis, and they call a goaltending.
That's another example of just how athletic Clayton State is. Ryan Burnett made a really strong move that time, and Alfonso Davis out of nowhere with the goaltending.
All right, they get it into Benneman, get it into White, dishes it off to Taylor. Arvin Kamaj blocked it, and a held ball is called. The arrow belongs to the Lakers.
Well, CSU tried a little press there. Clayton beat it with ease, and Arvin Kamaj with a beautiful block.
All right. Maurice White was going to be the trigger man. Now he steps into play, and Kinsey will be the trigger man, and he gets it into Benneman up top. John Lambert is on him. They set a screen for him, picks up the dribble. Davis at the head of the key against Marcus Dixon. Maurice White head of the key. Benneman down in the corner. Kinsey, 7 on the shot clock. Drives, scoops in the lane, good, and he's fouled. Count the basket. My goodness.
Well, that possession right there was really nice by Clayton State. They ran the shot clock all the way down to 3, and when you have a big lead, that's exactly what you should do. And then on top of that, they got the exact shot they wanted from Kinsey.
Second foul on Arvin Kamaj. Free throw is good. And it's 61-39. Clayton State with 15 minutes to play. Into the front court, DJ. Darius, bounce pass down low to Arvin. Jump hook outside of the lane, no good. Backside rebound, Lakers. That was a step or two outside of the range. White back, we strip it out of his hands and out of bounds. Still belongs to the Lakers.
Clayton State in attack mode that time, but we were able to strip the ball. And that jump hook from Arvin, not a bad shot at all.
No, I mean, that's his shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throw the ball into Benneman up top. Arvin with 11 first half points, hasn't scored here. Long two, Benneman good.
Yeah, Clayton's just on fire. I mean, they are just flat out making everything.
They got the score on the wrong side of the scoreboard. It is 63-39. It should be there. Here's the winning CSU Lady Cougar coach, and there's Arvin Kamaj, a jumper off the glass, good. And it's 63-41, and a foul on Jamal McKee.
Foul number 6 on CSU, so Clayton State up 22 will be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
They've been whistled for 1 foul. Kinsey gets it in to Big Davis, and Arvin blocked the shot, but Kinsey got it back. Up and under, they blocked the shot again, but Taylor got it back. Benneman is fouled by John Lambert.
Well, CSU doing really good work around the basket. A couple of nice blocks down there, but Lambert picking up the cheap foul on Benneman.
And that'll send the Lakers to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. 17 fouls. Free throw is good.
That's really the only thing Clayton State has done poorly all night is shoot free throws. So maybe we ought to try to put them on the line a few times, see if we can't make up some ground here.
Their biggest lead now, 64-41 with 14:01 to play. And this one is perfect. 65-41. Boy, Clayton State is doing it all tonight.
They look like a team that has found their stride, and their next 2 are at home after this.
Well, look out then for them, huh? The whistle and a foul on the Lakers. Yeah, check their schedule there. You got to see what they've got the rest of the way.
They have Southwestern at home, Young Harris at home, at Georgia College, and Montevallo at home. All winnable games.
Yep.
If they play like this, they can beat anybody.
Marcus Dixon up top. John Lambert a long three. Good.
Nice from John Lambert. That's his third three-point field goal of the night, and he's been our best perimeter player tonight.
65-44 Clayton State, 13:33 to go. There's still time, but we've got to see something that we haven't seen all night. Powell on the baseline. Powell is fouled by John Lambert, and that is 3 on John, I believe it is.
And that's a good call by the officials. CSU having to get out and become a little more aggressive on defense, and putting them on the line is not the worst thing.
Nope. Powell to the line for the first time tonight. Good. 66-44. And Powell back to the line. And good again. Well, we can't swap baskets with them, obviously. We've got to have some defense played in here.
As you well know, Scott, not the strong suit of this basketball team.
Marcus Dixon driving from the wing, drew the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Marcus Dixon, a warrior tonight, boy.
Yeah, he really has been. You made a good point off there in one of the breaks, though, with this, down 23. How much longer do we keep him out there? You do not want to risk, further injury.
Free throw by Marcus is good. 67-45. The Cougars have had some great comebacks in this building over the last few years. This would have to be maybe the best of all time.
I was going to say, this would be an all-timer.
Missed that one. Rebound Davis. Davis going to get it into the front court and hand it to Benneman. Benneman way out on the wing as they spread the floor now. John Lambert is on him. Remember, John's got 3 fouls. Benneman, they set a screen for him. Drives down the left side of the lane, off the glass, good.
You're looking for defense, Scott. Didn't find it that time. An easy, easy basket for Clayton.
Nobody stopped the ball, and Benneman just took it to the hoop. 69-45. DJ gets it to Arvin Kamaz. Jump hook in the lane, good.
Nice. There's that left hook again. So good at that shot. Arvin having a nice night with 15 points.
69-47. Into the front court. Joseph is in the game for the first time tonight. Kendall Joseph. And they have the ball in Benneman's hand again. Let's see if they try the same thing. This time, DJ is guarding him. A high screen. Benneman can't get in this time. Taylor, free throw line jumper, no good. And the rebound is deflected into the hands of Jamal McKee. To Darius Joel. DJ drives, baseline shot is no good, rimmed out on him, and the rebound tipped out to Powell. Powell into the front court. 3 on 2. Powell wisely gets it down into the corner for 3. Good. Joseph, who just came in the game, his first shot, a 3-point field goal.
And that kind of sums up the night right there. As you said, Scott, just into the game, and he drained one.
Arvin Kamaz drives and dribbled it off his foot and out of bounds, and a media timeout. 11:26 to play. Clayton State 72, CSU 47. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Columbus State.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us.
indicate that Clayton State is going to help us enough that we need that and that we can get it going.
Well, and they're the type team that if you press them, they can really hurt you, and that's what CSU's trying to do at the moment.
Head of the key, kick it out on the wing, down in the corner. That's Bird, and that's an offensive foul on Bird. He checks back into the game and immediately picks up his 4th foul. And he's one of their best athletes, and he hasn't played much because of foul trouble.
No, he hasn't. Here comes Alfonso Davis back in the game, and you mentioned Damani Bird pregame. He's had a tough night. Has he scored tonight, Scott?
Let's see. No, he hasn't.
Ugly looking stat line for Damani.
Ryan Burnett, head of the key. Jamal McKee driving on the right side of the lane. He's bumped to the floor. Maurice White, that's just his first foul. You look at the way these guys played against us at their place and the way they're playing tonight, and you wonder how in the world they lose all those games. Ryan Burnett driving down the left side of the lane, drew the foul from Davis.
I agree, Scott. It's a mystery. I mean, these guys are athletic. Now, they don't shoot the ball great. They don't shoot free throws very well. But, I mean, they are a good-looking team. And really, if they win out, they can win the league.
Absolutely.
Or the west side.
Free throw is good by Ryan.
And what you're looking at really, and I'm not trying to get on CSU too bad here, but you're looking at two teams going in opposite directions at the moment. And that's the thing that's scary. And that Montevallo Clayton game at the end might just decide who wins the West.
72-49, and a blocking foul on Ryan Burnett with 10:47 to go. And we have to go to another hot team on Saturday at Montevallo, and the guy that probably the best player in the league, Javonte Douglas, who set out some time with an injury. He came back against us here, but he is really rolling, Mike, over the last since the second half of our game here. So that's 4.5 games.
I mean, just putting up big numbers, points-wise, rebounds-wise, and he is a really good player. And as you mentioned, he's gotten healthy, and a healthy Javonte Douglas from Montevallo makes them scary, and that's where CSU is headed on Saturday.
Second free throw is good. He's averaging 23 and 12 in the last 4 games.
Not bad.
Yeah, that'll work, won't it? Ryan Burnett, free throw line, no good. Long rebound by Marcus Dixon. Marcus leaves it for Jamal McKee. His shot is no good, and the rebound goes to Joseph all the way. Drew the foul, missed the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
I mean, I tell you, Scout, when Clayton State gets out on the break, I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, they just are so fast and so aggressive, and they showed it once again right there.
So Joseph at the line. He's the kid who hit the 3-point field goal just right off the bench earlier. The first free throw is no good.
And this is something that, I mean, quite frankly, Scott, I'm a little shocked. I mean, that we are down by 26 in our own building. I did not expect this.
Second free throw good, 75-49. We have a 15-game home winning streak in the regular season in this building, and serious jeopardy tonight. Ja'Cory Payne driving and got it. They throw it back to White ahead of the field. He's fouled from behind to keep him from laying it up. But again, they just fired it down the court and beat us back, and they'll shoot 2.
Well, and, you know, there's not much Robert can do. You have to try to put a little pressure on him. When you do that, next thing you know, you're staring at the back of Clayton State's jerseys. They have put on an impressive performance tonight.
And Maurice White will go to the line. First one is no good.
And that's the one thing for this Clayton team that you really feel like could be their downfall. If they get in a tight game, I mean, they are a very poor free throw shooting team.
And White has missed 3 of 4 tonight.
The thing about it is they do everything else pretty well.
Yeah. That one's good, 76-51, as we just ticked under the 10-minute mark. And we've got a foul away from the ball on Clayton State.
Yeah, they're going to get Powell, and Ja'Cory kind of looks at the ref and goes, hey, man, this has been going on all night long. They have made life very difficult for Ja'Cory.
And he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Ja'Cory with just 2 points. That was in the first half. And free throw is good.
And, you know, Ja'Cory has been so good all year. I mean, it's just been such a joy to watch him play. And I have to give Clayton credit. If I'm scouting CSU and about how to keep Ja'Cory intact, they've done it perfectly. I mean, you have to be physical. You have to stay in front of him.
They really do. And I looked at the wrong line, so I apologize. Ja'Cory has 8 points on the night. There's a drive, kick it down in the corner. Joseph open for three, drained it again.
Well, he's playing around the world. He made the one from the other corner and went to the right corner, and nothing but net.
79-53. Jumper by Ja'Cory, no good, and the rebound goes to Clayton State with 9:33 to go. Big crowd still trying to get us back in it, chanting defense. Kinsey at the head of the key. Great pass inside to Davis, laid it up and in.
Boy, that was pretty. No look, found Davis all by himself.
Clayton State is doing it all tonight. Impressive, impressive performance. Marcus Dixon up top to Ja'Cory. Darius Joel, a drive in the lane, dishes it off to Marcus. He's fouled and will go to the line to shoot two with 9:03 to play.
Davis challenging Marcus Dixon at the rim. You know, that's a good point, Scott. At some point, you just have to give the other team credit.
Yeah.
I mean, they came in here ready with a good game plan, and they have executed it perfectly.
And the free throw by Marcus is good. Cougars came out with energy. They were playing hard. Got off to a decent start.
Ever since the 31-30 mark, it has been all Clayton State.
Second one is good, 81-55. 8:59 to play. Davis into the front court. Kinsey. Way up top is Powell. Kinsey bounce pass to Davis and a two-handed dunk.
Well, Davis with 15 points.
And 83-55 with 8:34 to play. Marcus Dixon driving in from the right wing, put the shot up, no good. Ryan Burnett trying to corral a rebound, couldn't do it. He touched it last out of bounds. Arvin Kamaj will check in and Marcus will go to the bench, and I would like to see him not come back out, quite frankly, to protect that shoulder of his.
Yeah, there's no need for him to play another second in this game.
Into the front court, Davis, Powell, down in the left corner, White, up top Powell. They're trying to play a little four-corner right now. Kinsey, 14 on the shot clock. Powell, left wing. Powell leaves it out for White. White, jumper in the key. That spun out on him, but there's Davis for a rebound. Gets it to White. Drive against Arvin Kamaj, and Arvin had to foul him, and he'll go to the line to shoot a couple after we come back from the media timeout. 7:53 to play. 83-55 Clayton State. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540.
Choosing the right college can be a challenge. Does it offer degrees suited to your career goals? Are emerging fields of study more your interest, like cybersecurity, gaming, or environmental science? What about extracurricular activities, such as campus life, study abroad, or honors? Are scholarships and financial assistance available? Columbus State University has always been one of the most affordable colleges in Georgia. Now it's also one of the fastest growing. When you ask the right questions, you'll find out why CSU should be your first choice.
All right, 83-55. Mike, we've talked about how most teams in the league have been very poor road teams this year. I'm just looking down here. Clayton State is 4-4 on the road. They'll be, if they hang on to win this, they'll be 5-4 on the road and just 3-3 at home.
Well, they have a game that seems that travels. You know, I mean, they just play a style that, you know, just travels well. And this year in the league, 500 on the road, or just one game above 500 now, is really good.
White's free throw is good. It's 84-55. We are at Montevallo, as we told you, on Saturday afternoon. The next one good, 85-55, 7:51. And 2:20 airtime for the pregame show. Ja'Cory Payne flash again. His shot is blocked, and they head the other way. And White, a drive, missed the layup. Ryan Burnett got the rebound. And Ryan's going to run it into the front court. So 2:20 airtime. They're an hour behind us, of course. Air ball from up top for three from Vic Ellis, out of bounds.
Well, Vic looking for a shot there and didn't get the ball probably right when he needed to, just a second late, and fired up an air ball.
So the doubleheader at Montevallo on Saturday. 2:30 tip, 2:20 airtime for the women, and the men will follow, of course. And then the men will not play for a week. They'll have a week off after that before going to North Georgia. And that crazy schedule. Joseph pulls up for two. Good.
Boy, he has really shot the ball well. Came off the bench ready to play tonight.
87-55, a three-point field goal. Good.
We've made 7 threes tonight, and John Lambert has 4 of them. Good night for him.
87-58, Clayton State.
Scott, I think that Montevallo game on Saturday might be the biggest one of the year. I mean, they're going to have to find a way to get up off the mat and play well to win that game.
Baseline is Davis. Davis kicks it down to the corner. Joseph for three, not this time, but Davis got a rebound at the free throw line. Kinsey to White. Up top to Powell. Hopefully Marcus Dixon will continue to improve between now and Saturday. Quite frankly, when he went out, they told us he wasn't coming back, and we were worried about after tonight. Drive on the baseline and a foul. And Marcus came back in, and he showed remarkable grit and fortitude, but you could tell he was just playing with one arm.
Just totally ineffective, and I agree with you, Scott. I mean, he's a very tough kid. We're both just shocked that he came out of the locker room and played some minutes here in the second half, but as you said, I mean, you could just take one look at him. He's just not himself. Hopefully he'll be okay and ready to go Saturday.
Perhaps the shoulder popped out and they dislocated, popped it back in. Have you ever had that happen?
I have not.
Free throw is no good, and a whistle. And
two-shot foul.
Two-shot foul, so we're back. Believe it or not, I have had that happen to me.
I can only imagine how painful that is.
It was excruciating. I was just playing around, playing some pickup stuff, and fell. This was just, not too many years ago, maybe 5 years ago, and we were playing out around in the yard in the street, and I was tripping, and I had two choices. I could fall on the pavement, or I could dive to make it to the yard and fall on my shoulder, and thankfully I made it, but the shoulder popped out, and I knew it right away. It was excruciating, and I wasn't trying to pop it back in, but I just reaching up there and grab it and actually popped it back in, and then all of a sudden it was okay.
Did you go back in the game?
I did. Shot is up, no good, and the rebound goes to Davis. And the good folks at Houston Clinic took a look at it for me, drive back the other way, and a foul on Michael Graham, and Joseph will go to the line. And they said, we could do this and we could do that, and maybe a little surgery to tighten it up. And I said, I'm past my prime. Thank you, but no. But if I wanted to get back into the game, Houston Clinic could have got me back in the game. They're a proud partner of Columbus State Athletics, providing outstanding support for Cougar student athletes over the past 25+ years. And contact the Houston Clinic for all your sports medicine needs to get you back in the game.
Best in the business, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Miller right there. Fantastic.
90-58 with 5:35 to play here. All Clayton State. Vic Ellis for three up top. Spun out on him, and the rebound goes to the Lakers. Maurice White was still playing hard, so that's good to see. And Vic Ellis reaches in and commits his fourth foul.
Yeah, still putting pressure on defensively, but against these guys, it hasn't worked all night. I mean, Scott, they're just so strong. And, you know, you try to get up on them and put a little pressure on them, and they handle it with ease.
When the game was still contested, one of the things they did defensively with our guards was not only did they get up on them, but they're so long they were able to push them out and keep them away from making the outside shots.
Well, they were, and when you frustrate guards like that, you know, Jacory and Darius like to get to the rim. When they can't get to the rim, that really affects their outside shot. It really does, and they've got into Jacory and Darius's heads tonight and have just completely taken those two out of the game.
White's second one is good. Man, he had a great night. 25 points.
Just another one of those great athletes. Just a strong kid, and you're right, Scott. He played a heck of a basketball game.
And he comes out of the game with 5:10 to play in the ball game. We still have one more media timeout to get through. Graham at the head of the key. Jamal McKee for three. Good.
Nice from Jamal. I believe that's his second long one of the night.
It is. 92-61. Taylor gets it to Joseph into the front court. Taylor back to Kinsey. Marcus Dixon, I was watching him putting his warm-up on. He had to have help from Ryan Burnett to get his warm-up on over his head and over his shoulder, and yet the kid came back in and played in the second half. Joseph way out on the wing, 4 seconds. Left elbow jumper, good.
Man.
Good grief. He can shoot.
Yes, he can. I mean, he sat on the bench forever, and he comes in and has 13 points.
He didn't come in until the second half. Michael Graham, a jump shot, no good. A jump hook. And the rebound, Clayton State, 94-61 Lakers. And Joseph will take a three and miss that one. The outlet pass from Boyd is stolen by Davis, and he'll lay it up and in. And Clayton State's going to call a full timeout. This will turn into the media timeout. 3:58 to play. Clayton State 96, CSU 61. Flagship station, CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Clayton State, still 3:58 to go. Somebody has poured molasses into the clock tonight, and it's refusing to run at a normal speed, although it seems. John Lambert behind the arc on the left side. Up top, Jamal McKee. Jumper is no good, and the rebound goes to Clayton State. So Clayton State will have swept the season series. Now, and again, a reminder, Taylor has the shot blocked out of bounds. We talk about Cougars trying to get a first-round home game, trying to make the tournament. If we end up in a tie with Clayton State, they're going to get the tiebreaker.
That's a good point. And as jumbled as this thing is, I mean, you really don't know exactly how it's going to play out. If I had to take a stab at it here, I mean, the way Clayton is playing and the way their schedule sets up, they're looking pretty darn good.
All right, they're taking a full timeout. Let's take it. Flagship station, CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
The Cougar Club is an annual giving program for CSU athletics and has been the driving force behind our success. The Cougar Club provides talented student athletes the opportunity to receive a quality education from Columbus State while adding to the university's tradition of excellence. Our dependence on private support through the Cougar Club is truly the critical margin of excellence in our athletics program. For more information on how you can join the Cougar Club, call 706-568-2204 or go to csucougars.com. Columbus State University, committed to excellence in the classroom and on the court. Burger King is proud to support Columbus State University. Over the years, the men's and women's teams have built a tradition of hometown success. This success is founded on a dedication to the highest standards of preparation, practice, and performance. You see it on the court, and you see it in the classroom. Columbus State University, a standard of excellence Burger King is proud to support.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WDAJ.
96-61. Clayton State gets the ball in. Alley-oop to Davis in the lane. Good. 98-61 with 3:18 to go. Let's see, Tarek Scott is in the game, and also Jordan Jedneski checks in for the first time. Another turnover, and Clayton State heads back the other way. Head of the key for three, no good. And the rebound goes to Marcus Boyd. And he gets it to Tarek. Driving in, drew the foul. Will go to the line to shoot two with 2:53 to go.
This is the first I've seen of Tarek all year. Nice drive from him. I say this all the time. You get in the game at the end. Let's not be timid. Let's take it to the rack. If I'm Jordan Jedneski, I touch it, man, that thing is going up.
Jacking it up, the redshirt freshman out of Macon. His parents are usually at a game. I don't know if they're here tonight or listening and watching back home. 2:53 to go, 98-62, Clayton State.
Well, in the first game, the right team scored 100, Scott. In the second game, the wrong team is going to end up with 100. Or probably more than 100.
Free throw no good. Rebound Clayton State. Yep, Lady Cougars won easily. Clinched the #1 seed in the West for the tournament. 100th win in Coach Anita Howard's career. There's a jumper by big guy Moore in the key, 100-64.
So they bring in another 6'8", 250 player, and he drains a jumper from the top of the key.
And we had, there's Tarek driving to the hoop, drew the foul. And we had two young ladies join the 1,000 point club with some dramatics there late in the game. Ashley Azuzu and Brittany Tatum become the 10th and 11th CSU players to eclipse the 1,000 point mark.
And you know, Scott, we've broadcast a lot of games together and seen a lot of cool stuff. That ranks right up there. I mean, that is just as unique. It was neat. It happened to two great players, great people. That was just awesome.
It really was. What are the odds of that happening at two on the same night, Mike? They came in together 4 years ago and been great players, and they're even better people. I just enjoyed being around them so much. Down in the corner for three. That's spun out. The rebound goes to Marcus Boyd with 1:59 to go.
All right, spread the wealth, Tarek.
Tarek, ball knocked away. He got it back. Find Jordan over here on the wing. Gets it to Marcus Boyd instead for three. No good. Jamal McKee. There's Jordan. Low block off the glass. Good. Jordan Jedneski with the basket.
Nice. Very nice. Good pass that time by Jamal.
Down in the right corner with 94 seconds. 100-65. CSU had a 31-30 lead in this game, and as Mike said, from that point on, it was all Clayton State, and they just put the hammer down.
Yes, they did. And just very impressive. Have to give those guys a ton of credit. They played very well.
Jamal McKee for 3, no good. The officials are doing their best not to call fouls here, thankfully. A drive in the lane is no good. Rebound, Michael Graham to Marcus Boyd in the lane. Shot is up good.
Well, good job by the Clayton players not fouling right there. I appreciate that.
And it's 45 seconds left in this one, 100-68. Well, again, at Montevallo on Saturday, and Montevallo had a big halftime lead. You remember what I said?
34-22
on Georgia College.
Yeah, they will beat Georgia College. I mean, that game is, in my opinion, over.
Jordan Judneski with a backside rebound, and his outlet pass is knocked away. And a three-point attempt is no good with 15 seconds. Tarek Scott to Marcus Boyd. Rocco for 3. No good. And tipped up and in by Tarek Scott.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And it's 100-70, and Clayton State will dribble out. And just an old-fashioned taken out behind the woodshed moment. Clayton State with a great performance tonight.
Absolutely. That's well put. I mean, we fought back in the first half and had a 1-point lead, and from that point on, it was just, I mean, they just crushed us in every phase of the game. And the thing I would be concerned most about if I was Robert is how they took our guards completely out of the game. They just manhandled them. And when our guards don't score, we don't win. And tonight it was very evident. And not only did we not win,